Good afternoon. Coming to you here from Rio. That's the James River coach for Frank Addington's Week 3 edition of National Football League picks. I'm going to give you my picks for Pips Pick'em. Duck, pay attention, because we're going at it this year, mano a mano, and I will finish above the duck line. All right, let's go to the games. We got the Cleveland Browns winless. No, 1-1. So we got the Cleveland Browns, Johnny's Browns, JHL's Browns, B Miles Browns. Sorry, not B Miles. Eli's Browns at the winless New York Giants. Easy pick. Easy pick. A team that Commanders beat always gets destroyed the next week. So it's an easy pick. Put big points on the Browns. All right, just to show the Commanders how pitiful they really are. The next game is Tennessee at Green Bay. This is a dicey one. This is one where you may have to wait till game time because Jordan Love is questionable for this. There's a possibility, or is it possible? I don't know. He's a possibility to start this game, and if he does, I think Green Bay can win this game. But Tennessee winless. The Titans are a pretty good team. They're just struggling with they're losing because of Will Levis, who has some talent, but he just needs to come along and make better decisions. I'm going with Tennessee to win this game if Love doesn't start. So I'm probably going to just pencil them in at like low points. Tennessee. I just like Tennessee to get their first win. Brian Callahan get his first win of his coaching career. We have another tight one. Bears Scott. So the Chicago Bears at Dewey's Colts. Chicago is like a 1.5 point favorite going into this game. Not really sure why. Indianapolis has a better offensive line. They have a better running game. They have a better quarterback. They're at home. I got to go with the Colts to win this game. So even though we're in a rock Bear Scott Stadium, it's good to have the Bears win when you do that. I got to go with the Colts to win this game. So I'm picking the Colts, Duck. We have a battle of undefeateds, 2-2-0 teams in the Twin Cities. The Houston Texans at the Minnesota Vikings. What do you guys think about this game? I am going to go with the Houston Texans to win this game in Minnesota. If for nothing else, I mean, they're just a really good team, but if for nothing else, I'm picking them just to say, show it to me, Vikings. Okay? Prove that you're on a fluke story. Okay? If the Vikings win this game, I'm going to say at 3-0, they are to be taken seriously. I'm not going to say they're for real. I'm just going to say they're to be taken seriously. Okay? Which is kind of the same thing. But I'm going with the Texans to win this game. Next game is the 1-1 Eagles traveling to the Bayou to take on the New Orleans Saints, undefeated, like the Vikings, another upstart team that people don't believe in. I had them finishing last place in the NFC South this year. Eagles are going to win this game. There's a lot of anti-Eagles talk lately, and just because they lost that game, they gagged that game away. They're going to get it back together. They're going to beat the Saints. Saints are going to look fraudulent in this game. Next game is a 4-o'clocker. This is it 4? No, maybe it's 1 o'clock. The LA Chargers going to Pittsburgh. Another battle of undefeateds. All right, so this one, I got to wait for the game time decision to see which QB is going to play, because if Herbert plays, I'm going to go with the Chargers to win. Now, it's been said that Easton Stick is the primary backup, and he would start if Herbert's not ready to go. I think it should be Taylor Heineke. He has more experience. He's started more games. He had a winning starting record with the Skins. Okay, you know how hard that is to do in the Snyder era? He's a gamer. He's a Harbaugh type. I know he hasn't been there long. Easton Stick, do you realize he was drafted in 2019? And he only played a little bit in 2020, and then he started 4 games last year. I don't know why he's the primary starter here. He's with the new coaching staff that has no ties to him. He's 0-4 as a starter in his career. Heinicke, like I said, has a winning record. At least with the team, the football team. But the argument for Stick has been, well, he's got more athleticism. And that's a bunch of nonsense. You compare the rushing stats of both. I know it's more than just rushing when you say athleticism, but if you compare the rushing stats in the career, they're identical as far as the yards per rush. And Heinicke's got more yards rushing in his career. He's good at creating plays. Either of these guys athleticism does come into play against this pass rush for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Start Heinicke. Okay, he beat the Steelers in 2020, giving the Skins their first win over the Steelers in 19 seasons. Okay, so if they start Heinicke, I'm picking them to win. If they start Herbert, I'm picking them to win. If they start Herbert, they're going to win. I mean, if they start Stick, they're going to lose. All right, boys. Don't need a phone overheat today, so I got to blitz through this. All right, let's go with the next game. This is going to be the Aces-Panthers Denver at Tampa Bay. So the Broncos at Buccaneers. Buccaneers are good. Okay, this is at home. Denver just sucks. You got to go with Tampa Bay in this game. You got to be an idiot to pick the damn Broncos. They suck. All right. Next game is going to be the Aces-Panthers at Darts-Raiders. Is this a trap game for the Raiders, guys? Is this a trap game? No. I mean, no, it can't be, guys. I want to pick the Panthers because they have Andy Dalton starting this game. The Red Rifle is back. Wouldn't that be a hoot if he went in and beat the Raiders? I got to go with Vegas on this one. All right, Miami at Seattle. So the Dolphins traveling to the Seattle Seahawks. Dolphins are pretty sucky right now, and I liked Seattle at the beginning of the year. I like them now. Seattle's going to win this game. Seahawks. Mike McDonald is a good coach. All right, so the next game is going to be Baltimore at Dallas. This should be like the Sunday night game. So the Ravens at Cowboys. Despite that gag job last week by the Ravens, look who just has the better team. Okay. Do you trust anyone on the Cowboys offense besides CeeDee Lamb? I don't. They don't have anyone else. I think this is really going to be a week for Derrick Henry to really get going. He didn't do much the first couple weeks. This is really going to be his week to shine, I believe. It really demoralized Dallas, and Lamar Jackson on the ground will make things even easier for Henry to dominate this game. Their defense is going to step up. Oh, they're at home. Cowboys are at home. Big Rich, Free Jack, big deal. They got blown out by the Packers in the playoffs, and then they blew a game. Forget week 1 or whatever, or week 2 at home. So they don't really have a home field advantage. Huge points on the Ravens. In fact, I might go and put even bigger points than I have. Ravens win. All right, so we got NFC West matchup. Niners at Rams. Please don't overheat. I'm going to go with the Niners to win this game. I didn't like the Rams coming into the year. They're not very good. All right, so it's going to be the Niners winning this game. Getting back after that loss last week. Niners win. Detroit at Arizona. This is a game where if the Arizona Cardinals win, you got to start really being like, ooh, this team has got something, okay? And they're usually good at home. Goff is not the same outside of his dome, but they're still going to be able to put up points in this game, and they have an improved D. I got to go with the Detroit Lions on the West Coast to win this game. Kansas City at Atlanta. Are you kidding me? This is a 4:00 game. Anyway, easy win for the Chiefs. Atlanta got lucky last week, and these Falcons are going to get humiliated this week. KC wins big. Sunday night game, big one. Jaguars winless. Buffalo 2-0. Buffalo has a lot of rest. They have a 10-day rest. Buffalo is going to win this game and make Jacksonville 3-0. It's going to be bad because I had Jacksonville doing very well this year. Bad for me, but I've got to go with the Bills to win this game at home. And then Monday nighter, another easy pick. This is one put huge points on the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Commanders coming to Cincinnati. When these two teams played last in 2020, this was the game where Joe Burrow, injured his rookie season, injured got the ACL, Chase Young. And so this is a weird thing because that 2020 draft, it was Burrow 1, Chase Young 2. Now Chase Young is gone. Burrow has got a lot of injuries, and the Commanders now have, and back then they were the football team, but they now have Jaden Daniels, and they're bringing him along slowly. It might be kind of a Brian Robinson kind of game, but it's not going to matter because Jamar Chase is going to get probably 300 yards receiving, at least 3 touchdowns in this game, just after the Bengals are desperate and are 0-2.